Good evening. Do I explain to you? This really keeps me warm, you know. This color. It really does. It really does. So does the creator with the imagination. The difference in the world is the imagination. You go to the movie, if you knew it all before you went, what would you go for? So you can learn to criticize or do better. Is that what we're good for? Just watch the movie on the Twin Towers. It's a shame. Things didn't seem right from one guy's camera to another guy's camera. Just didn't make a difference. Time spans were different. It's just a shame we're all a bunch of liars. But we are in the world of the game, don't forget. This is the game. They call it the game of man. Crazy Eights? Well, that's a game of the heads. Okay. What do you want to know about the 9 planets? Any game with 9 cards. The game of the gods? Of course. Hold him. Hold him. Oh, hi him. Hold him. If you draw that on a straight line, it almost looks like he's just just basically doing that. Hey guys, what's going on? You know that's a mask, eh? That hair's a mask. The hat goes with the hair. The beard comes off with the front of the face. That's a mask, okay? You think he's doing that with his hand? Yeah, maybe he is in that card. Okay, but I can show you some cards where their hands, like look at this card. What do you think that is? Take a look. He's changing his mask. He's curling his hair. Okay, that button is in there holding a sword together. That is not a sword. Okay, that's him doing his hair for the masquerade ball. Okay, this king, okay, is not killing himself. He's making a masquerade ball. It's a party. He's practicing his disguises for when he comes to Earth. You know, he's got to disguise himself. He can't come as a king. He's got to come as a rat. So in French, they called it a roi. The king is a roi. It's a rat. Anyways, we'll do the letter count. The first two are R-O. R-O we know is an egg. Row, salmon eggs. Row, row, row your boat. The oars on the boat. Roi. Then add a 9 to it. Okay. So now we have 9 and 18 and 15 is 33. We have 42. 2 and 4, so it's just like math. Anyways, what I want to show you is, look at this. Do you see this? You see this? You see this? We all have a similarity. Hi, pirate! Yes. This is what it is. This is what it's all about. Look in the center, the stop sign in the center, the skull bones. They're not skull bones. That's how you hook up the islands, like you hook up a boat. So they hooked up all together so it looks like crossbones. And you know what? The sign looks the same thing, but guess what? Look on each side. The 4 angel we never look at. Can we say that's to the west? But we look to the east or the Middle East and we see the 6th man. So we say these are the skull bones of man. 666. It takes up 3 boxes because it's traveling east-west. Okay? It's not the same thing, our cube, as the other cubes. It's a little bit different. Well, of course, we're a little bit different. Okay? Now, why do we need the skull bones? Well, at first, we learn of our black friend, the Black Heart, the one-eyed pirate, who's holding up the lollipop of Cancer. He's representing the lollipop of 4 and 6, and the in-between is like the in-between you can put on a water hydrant to turn it closed or open. It is the connection between angel and man. And how do I know that? It says it in the hair. The hair that is backwards, that is a double D, stands for 44. It means actual space. Space of what? Well, look at the hairs on top. 666. The space of man. 4 and 6 is 10, 10, 4. 10, 10, excuse me, 10, 10, 10, or 44. So if you go 44 and 30, you have 74, and that's the number of God. 7 and the 4 angles. Why the 4 angles? Because this is what he did. The 2 angles are on top. Okay, they reflect like everything else reflects. So I had to make it reflect so the design can reflect. Okay, the center stage takes part of the 9. Okay, and takes part of the 3 and 4 on the 3 and 9 on the other side. 1, 9, or 19, or 91 means spirit or connect birth spirit. When it jumps into the second island, it's 39 or 93, 3 worlds of 9 birth, because when there's 1 born in 1, then there's a creation of a spirit, there's a creation of an angel, there's a creation of a man. 999, 27 cubes, counting the center one on Rubik's Cube. On the bottom, you get 99, because now what you have, okay, is in one corner you have 97, which is the birth of the man, which is like the God, and he created a child. So he's got a child in the oven, and once you got a child in the oven, the 99 you see there come from 2 worlds, and that's because it gets split up, and now an angel is born. So each one of those stop signs is because when the spirit comes, 9-1 spirit, it has to be split up. 1 gets a 1, 1 is the child, is the 9, 1 is the 1 spirit, but there's an angel in the heaven, 2. So you have to split up the 1 between the 2 of them. That's why the value, when you talk about 2.5 men, you're talking about this pirate over here, man. He's a 2.5 men. Okay? He's got 2 points, 1 at the bottom, 1 on the top. They are whole points. They are north-south points. They are of the core and the poles, which cannot be changed, and neither can the king. Okay? Give a point for the north and the south pole. Now the east and the west are both angels, and the earth moves at 0.25 per minute. 0.25, 2 is the beta, 5 is the angle, the passage for the receiving between the 2. So you got 0.25 on each side, you got 2.5 men. Okay. You can look at it otherwise, there's other situations, but this is 2.5 men. So you go 2.5 men. Hi, another pirate here on earth. They're masks. They're all interchangeable. Don't you see the masks? Where's that mask? I took the whole thing out of it. Yeah. Hold on. Here, the mask. It's a mask. It's not a sword. Okay, none of this is. It's a masquerade. They're celebrating Man 6. Okay? Listen, because when the whole thing took off, right, there was only 1 man. Okay? He didn't need a card. There was only 1 world. He needed nothing. It was a dice cube. It had 6 sides, did everything he needed. That's the way the islands look, just like dice cubes. He didn't need any more. He didn't have to break any dice cubes up, but he did. And then he had to put the dice cubes back together, like this. And then if you notice, you see this card, okay, the amount of stories on this card, the height of this card, 3, 4, this is 7. The center one's missing. There's nothing in the center. So this card and this, they represent each other. This is the same thing. Okay? See, all the sides are duplicated. The card only shows you 1. I break it open and I show it to you this way. Okay? I matey. Now you take a look at the Jack, and who is he? He's a man of earth. Look at the ponytail. It turns up to a number 6. He's the man of earth. And I want to introduce you to his friend from the past and the longest of all times, the club. They both got a feather. Because the club is the messenger. He's wearing the talit. Okay? And he's representing on his card, okay, the cross of Jesus. North-south. You see the way north and south is higher and lower than the east-west that is touching each other? Because the angel is that close. And the poles can never be touched. And in between each wand is 11. And if you look at all those sunshines. Okay? I had a queen today that had that sunshine in her stomach. Look at this queen. See the sunshine in her stomach? I stopped moving. And look at Jack. He's got those sunshines all over the place. And diamonds and and W's for creation and lines of life, and he's got everything in there. And then really look at it. On one side, all his curls are a D. On the other side, he's got 2 6s. So we know 100% he is definitely, okay, one of the angels of communication. Now, the 2 strands are actually closed, okay, and look like more like a spirit connect, other than telling you anything. So it says he's from the beta world because he has 2 marks. It doesn't show his hair, okay. That leaf that he has, all the queens, all these flowers, that's communication, man. Communication. All communication. They're not the same, and I don't have the same cards here to show you anything better. They're all holding flowers, and it's all communication. Now we know the club, apparently, that I keep thinking for the last year that the club female is the mother of everybody, but the spade, okay, the ace of spades shows me all the suits when it's over. What does that mean? What is the ace of spades? That means the spade had to be involved in everything. That means the king of diamonds became the king of spades as a male, and the king of clubs was a female, and he's got a flower at his heart. Where is he? Where is that king of spades? No, the club, excuse me. I think he's a faggot. Anyways, look what he's got. Look at those, look what he's got. I wish I can show you the other one. The other one is so much better. The other one, it shows you that he's got 2 fish, okay? But if you take a look at it, isn't everything supposed to be split in the center of the card? Not everything is split in the center of the card. There are differences in the card. If you look at this card, this manufacturer, okay, he made it all dark red here. And it's only dark red and half on this one, okay? His hair is all curled opposites. They're all D's on one side of his head. And same thing, look what his beard is. His beard is also D's. So he's all diamonds. He's nothing but diamonds. This card does nothing else but give out spirits. This card has nothing to do with absolutely anything. And I think the Diamond family is not happy, but they were invited to the clubhouse. The clubhouse of hearts. The diamonds and the hearts, they got together. But anything that was a spade, you sent it to the vet. So in Hebrew, vet. So spade had to do something with the vet and the vet. Maybe he was an angel without a spirit. He was not a vet. He was a vet. How do you think I come up with these things? Just like that. If I'm right, then I'm right. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Either I'll search for the difference in between, or I'll let it go and move on. Right, wrong, $4, $6. What's the difference? Oh my God. Why? Because there's so many cheapies out there that all of a sudden you got to put a blockade and they say, how come you're doing that to me? I know you 20 years. You know, when you put up the blockade, you know what? It's very hard to let anybody pass. You go under bigger rules. Anyways, I showed you this. Now the other thing about this design here, okay, is it takes up 49 spaces. Now I told you about the skull bones is man 6, taking up 49 spaces, making the 649. Oh my God, but it's 7 spaces wide by 7 spaces high, making it 7.7, or what they call now the LOTA Max, which once before was the 647 or the 747, but now it's the LOTA Max. So do you see how they come to the lottery tickets? They think they came up with this themselves? No, it had to be a calculation that made sense. Okay? It had to work out somewhere for some reason, somehow. So now you know my design, because Lotto Quebec is exactly what I did. Okay, the 2 formations got together. The 6s manned the 4 angles. Because of the islands, there also is an angel 4, and that's the reason for 444 and 666, because there's one of everything in 6. There is one spirit in 6. You know there is one spirit of beta in 6 and father in 6, and it is you 6. When you come up to the 4th 6, my friend, you're in trouble. That's the end of your day. 24 hours.